Here we go. Yeah. This is Flip Sports Talk. Real sports talk. Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk coming to you live. Live from the Barbershop down here in Newton, North Carolina. With co-host Danny Hips and also hostess Dennis Lee. Yeah, we coming at you live. Y'all get ready. This is episode 2 of Flip Sports Talk. Coming at you.
Appreciate it, DJ P Free. We got a jam-packed day today. We got local high school football coaches, local high school soccer coaches. We got cheerleaders. We got fans coming by. College football starts today. And also, you know, a little bit of preseason NFL action, getting ready for the regular season in 2 weeks.
Hey, so, drop by and see us, though. Hey, we got a fish fry going next door, too.
Yeah, we do. Danny's getting ready to tell you a little bit of something about the fish fry across the road right here. And we got barbers cutting, all 5 barbers cutting today, 4 barbers. And we got a jam-packed day, Danny.
Hey, yeah, we do. Before we get started, we just want to take a moment to recognize it's been a tough week for a lot of folks, and especially in the football world and the local football world, for sure, and even on the national level. But just on behalf of our podcast, we want to dedicate this podcast today, after a tough week, to a couple folks, to include the Farley family. We want to wrap them with our love and prayers, and just want to lift them up today. It's a tough day. They'll be having the funeral for Robert Farley. Robert was a member of the 1978 2A state championship team at Maiden High School, also a very good athlete and a cornerback, and naturally everyone does know who his sons are, Josh and Caleb, and just blessings for those folks, and we want to reach out to them and just wrap them in our love. But also, we lost a great athlete. It's been a good name for a long time, and that was P.D. King. P.D. King played quarterback at Hickory High School for the Tornadoes, was really a quarterback before his time. I think the quote I heard this morning was he was a Michael Vick before Michael Vick showed up. He also went to Lenore Ryan and played. And just, again, prayers for the families, prayers for the community, and just lift them up in your spirits this week.
Yeah, our prayers are with the families and tough losses. Some local football scores from last night. We had Hickory 56, Newton 36, East Lincoln 39, Forest View 8, North Lincoln 21, Lincolnton 20, West Lincoln 67, Cherville 7, Bandys 49, Fréty-Ford 6, Bunker Hill 49, St. Stephen's 7, AC Reynolds 28, Shelby 21, Crest 49, Burns 29, Alexander Central 20, Wilkes Central 13, South Caldwell 50, RS Central 16. A couple more I got.
And last night was some hot games. Listen, the state of North Carolina pushed a lot of those up and allowed folks to have those at 8 o'clock games. I know there was a lot of sweating going on in a lot of different areas. So glad that everybody made it through that in that hot heat.
Yeah, Danny, it was what, 100 degrees yesterday at game time. I know they said it was like 96 at game time last night.
Is
8
there
o'clock.
a difference between 96 and 100? Really? I mean, if it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah. A couple more I got. Lake Norman 14, Statesville 13, Drone 49, Patton 6, Watauga 45, Avery County 6, High Brighton 22, Hunter Hus 19, and East Burke 29, Freedom 13.
Yeah, a lot of games around there, around the area, and you know, they're just now getting started in that. So it's a pretty short preseason, so it's hard to see what people have. But in the next couple of weeks, it'll tell the story as these players and these coaches and these football teams start rattling off those victories.
Yeah, so after second week, some pretty good teams out there, starting off 2-0. We got, like I said, we got some local football coaches coming by, local soccer coaches coming by, cheerleaders. I got some, actually one of my teams, my club soccer team down here at Athletes Lab Performance Center. And I actually like to give a shout out to the owners down there, Grant and Aaron Rembert, and the marketing director, Jennifer Seeley. She come up to me about a year ago and, asked me if I would, be interested in coaching club soccer down there. And we've actually, started pretty good with three teams. I got a U15 girls team, a U17 girls team, and a U17 boys team that the girls just kicked off their season. We was at Appalachian State last week, and
Hey, they've had a lot of investments in our community, and I appreciate that for lots of reasons. But I saw that they're also upgrading their facilities, putting some new HVACs in. They're going to make a really performance center, weightlifting area, all kind of stuff. They're still building onto that program, and all those really affect all sports.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger, faster, stronger. That's where they're aiming to go.
And they started actually the construction this week. So
That's
yeah.
right.
So, but we got, like I said, a couple high school coaches here. Our first one is going to be Hickory High boys football coach Joe Glass, and
Hey, he's in the house.
Yeah, he's in the house, and I'm excited to have him. I appreciate him coming by and taking a little bit of his Saturday with his family and spending it with us for a little bit. But I'm excited to have Coach Glass here. They're off to a 2-0 start.
The football coaches, they're a little superstitious, so they don't like to break a rhythm. If they came to the last week, then they won, and they'll probably keep coming on all those weeks. So let's get Coach Glass in here and see what he's got to say this morning.
How you doing, Coach?
Good, how are y'all?
Good.
Make sure you scoot up tight to that mic. There you go.
Wait, Danny.
All right, Coach. So last night was a big game, a big score. When we talked to you last, you felt like you had a herd full of athletes, and I think it's starting to show.
Yeah, we're playing well offensively right now. Defensively, we didn't play great, but hats off to Newton. Those boys are ready to play. We thought we might have an advantage, but didn't have a lot of kids playing both ways. We really did. Coach Pat did a great job of having them in shape, ready to go. And anytime you got, I think this year is the 100th year.
It is, and I was going to say that. You're a young man, and you think about 1923 is when that rivalry started, and it's the oldest rivalry around here with regard to playing those two teams against each other for 100 years.
I think it's right there with Annapolis and Concord. I can't remember exactly which it is, but like I said, Luke was ready to play. They got us on some big plays. We made some mistakes here and there, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, so two communities who obviously embrace high school sports, and in particularly football, and they have a rich history. Both programs have, and really, I saw a lot of chatter going back and forth during the week. A good friend of mine, Bob Duckworth, he usually stirs it up and gets everybody started. Yeah, that's right. So a little chiming in there. So a lot of good stuff for the community on those kind of games too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So who you got next week, and what are you looking to
We'll be
change?
undefeated after next week.
So
we got bye week, baby.
All right. That's a good week.
We need it. We need it. Last night was, like I said, it's the second hottest game I've ever been involved. It's just like playing in a microwave.
Yeah, it is tough, and I officiated last night, and I feel your pain on that. But, maybe in 2 weeks it's going to be a little cooler. What do you do on an off week like that? You got some momentum. You don't want to, let them sit around. So what do you do on a week like that?
Well, we've got to go back and look at the things that we're struggling with right now, offensively and defensively, and get better at those. We'll take Monday off. We'll take Friday off. We'll go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and really stick with fundamentals. And we try to worry more about ourselves than we do who we play next. We got a big one. They may be 0-2, but we play Cox Mill, so we're going to see some Charlotte-type teams. And we scheduled them purposefully because we know we're going to see East Lincoln here pretty soon, and you got to see Statesville. And so we changed our non-conference to try to match up with what we're going to see.
Yeah,
so
when you play those kind of teams, they're just full of athletes at a lot of different positions, as you saw or heard Dennis talk. East Lincoln had a big win last night. All those Charlotte schools, they play a really tough schedule because there's a lot of athletes out there. So, Coach, we're going to talk about some of those things, but today we're going to let you have the first crack at our question of the week right here. Dan, what's our question of the week?
Coach Glass, he answered it last week, and we got a different one this week. Best football game you have ever seen or went to?
So, high school, college, pro, anything. What football game stands out in your mind as, dang, that was a good game?
If I'm looking at best college game best game I ever went to, is probably when I coached in. It was us versus Kings Mountain in the third round of the playoffs when I was at Robinson a while back. Just overtime after overtime after overtime, and kid ended up making a tackle with his pinky finger on a shoestring. So that's probably the best game I've been involved in or really seen as far as personal experience.
Yeah, those kind of games, it's at the end of it, you really hate that somebody has to lose, but that's the way the game goes. But
Then we had to
close
go to
game.
Catholic next week. That wasn't good.
Yeah, I understand Catholic.
Coach Glass, you know, obviously college football starts today. Who's
Game day,
Yeah,
baby.
who's your favorite football team?
Go Dogs.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
Dogs.
Been there for a long time.
Okay. Hey, Georgia Bulldogs. Coach Glass, like I said earlier, I appreciate you taking a little bit of your time
Appreciate
with
it.
your family. I mean, we'll wait for
Who'd you bring with you today, Coach?
Oh, those are my daughters. We're going car shopping today. We went and had a little breakfast at Butcher Boys, and now we're going to go do a little car shopping.
Nothing wrong with that. But hey, Coach Glass, I called him and he's always showing up for me. We appreciate you coming by for the show and
I'll get out of the way and let big dog Albert Reid get in here.
and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hope you find something for the girl. Hope y'all find a car.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, make him
Thank
get
you.
you a good one
Appreciate it.
now. Don't you let him go cheap. Go big, go big, go big.
She's paying for it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm. Thank you, Coach.
We're gonna take a little small break and we'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, all right.
Flip's Barbershop, located at 1912 North Main Avenue in Newton, North Carolina. Flip's Barbershop is a full-service barbershop for men, women, and children alike, and is fully equipped with four-way televisions, pool table, video games, and vending machines to make your stay more enjoyable. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. For appointments, call 828-461-4949 or log on to flipsbarbershop.com or just stop by. All walk-ins are welcome.
Scored with like 36 seconds. Yeah. Hey, we're back. We're back at Flip's Barbershop. On the flip side, we're going to keep it rolling right quick. But before we do, I just want to let you know if you're starting to get a little hungry, thinking what you're going to do for lunch, make a trip up to Flip's Barbershop right next to us. The fish fries going on, and it's sponsored by the Upper Room Worship Center. That's a women's ministry. They're planning on doing a lot of things. They got a lot of different options. You can get a fish plate, fish sandwich, slice of cake, hot dogs, drinks, a lot of things there, a lot of good food. I know it's smelling good. Dan keeps going out the window and looking over there. He's trying to get us some samples. We're working on that. But if you do have a chance, swing by and support that local ministry.
All right, Danny. Like I said, we got local high school football coaches. Our next one, I appreciate Bunker Hill Bears football coach, Coach Albert Reid. Appreciate you coming by tonight. They had a big win last night, 49 over. They beat St. Stephen's last night, 49-7, and they're off to a great start, 2-0.
Hey, 2-0 is good. Last year they got off to a hot start and played consistent throughout the year, and I think that's, Coach, what you're really looking for is week by week, get a little better and keep that level of consistency. Tell us a little bit about last night's game.
Last night we got off to a good start. I talked to kids all week about coming out, being ready to play. Rivalry game on the road, and wanted to make sure we came out and played well early.
Yeah, so when you came out and played well early, tell me about the offense. What did you do well on offense?
Offensively, we were able to have everything work well that we wanted to work well last night. Able to run the ball, which is my number one priority, is run the ball. Then I open up the pass, and we're able to big play them a lot last night.
So, you run the ball. That's a lot of hard work sometimes. How'd that late night heat work on your team? Are you in good shape, or you still got some work to do there?
We're in pretty good shape. Only got one guy's cramped all year. The guy to my right, he's the only one that's cramped all year. So
Come on, man.
That's a good thing. So far, so good as far as dealing with the heat.
And defensively?
Fine as well. One guy, same guy, cramping.
Same guy. All right, listen, those cramps are big. There's a lot of pickle juice I saw on the sidelines. I've seen a lot of other things out there. So next week, who you got next week?
We got a bye.
Got a bye next week. So next week's a popular week of bye. You want to throw some names out for your team, some of those kids that kind of stood out a little bit for you?
All season, all off season has kind of started back in the winter with these guys. So right here I got Cole with me. I'll mention him first. The Willis boys, Walt McGill, Jaquil Martin, the Haddock brothers, Reddick Robinson, Caden Bollitt, AKX, Luke, three of the Tylers. We got a trio of Tylers. Brad, Josh Allred, Byron, yeah. So
Hey, you got a lot of them. That's good. So you're off next week. We just spoke earlier to another coach, and we kind of asked him, what's your off season look like? I mean, your off week look like?
off week, try to take care of any injuries, get the guys some rest, get their legs back up under them, and kind of just focus on us throughout that week and just get ready for that tough road ahead of us.
Yeah, and what's that next game up for you?
We have the Hickory Hawks.
Hickory Hawks. All right.
Coach, who you got with you?
Coach Linebarger.
Hand him a microphone. Let's talk to Coach Linebarger. Now, what do you coach for that team, Coach?
I help with the inside linebackers, but my main duties are offensive line.
Offensive line. Well, listen, I just heard the man say, I like to run the ball, so there's a lot of pressure on you in that group.
It is. We're still fairly young at that position, and these guys have come a long way from last year, and we put an emphasis on running football this year, and they've stepped up to the challenge so far.
All right, very good. Who else you got with you?
Cole Flash Linebarger.
Cole Cramp Linebarger. Come on, man.
Hey, you got to get him. He's going both ways, though, Danny. He's going both ways.
Hey, you got to get that body ready, and you can't wait until Friday night to do it.
What position? What's your name? What
Hold it
position?
up very close.
Cole Linebarger. I play linebacker and running back.
Oh, okay. What grade you in?
I'm a junior this year.
Oh, okay. How many tackles you have last night?
Last night, I don't know.
We're still doing the stats. That's what I was doing before I got here.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite play? What's your go-to play where you're like, hey, this is my ball right here. I got this.
Look at Bone Bears.
Bone Bears.
Wow, I like that
it.
name.
Bone Bears.
We went 93 yards last night.
Well, yeah, no wonder he's cramping. My goodness. My
93
gosh.
yards? Oh,
I
okay.
can't walk 93 yards, let alone run.
Wow. Coach, every week we got a question of the week, okay? And Danny's going to ask you the question of the week this week.
So it's professional, college, high school, it doesn't matter. What's the best football game that you've ever watched or seen in person? Either one of them.
go with in person. Probably, I'll give you two. Probably my sophomore year in high school. 4 overtimes, Davie County.
Davie
We
County.
lost that game. Then probably 2004, played at Western Carolina. Didn't beat App State a lot, and my senior year we beat them right before the horn went off. in
Wow.
Fuller Week. So,
Hey, that's a pretty big rivalry. Those folks from Western really like to rub it on those App fans. I will tell you, as I looked up some of the most exciting college games ever this week, App State over Michigan at the Big House was probably one of those in that list as far as good games to watch. There were several others, a lot of good pro games. I know last year I watched an unbelievable professional football game in the playoffs with Buffalo and the Chiefs. That was a crazy game too. But yeah, all right.
Coach, you want to pass it to your assistant? Let us know what the best game you've ever seen.
Best professional game I ever saw. I don't remember what year it was, but it was when Joe Montana played for the Kansas City
Threw it
Chiefs.
to Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone?
No, not that one. That one Cowboys.
Oh, that's
fan.
San Fran. That's
Oh,
San
yeah,
Fran.
them Cowboy fans don't talk
That's
about
San
that
Fran.
one.
No, that when Montana played for Kansas City, they played on a Monday night. I think it was against John Elway at Denver, and it was the craziest fourth quarter I ever seen. Back and forth, back and forth. Two
I
great
like it.
quarterbacks.
I like it.
Let's pass the mic. Coach, I want to know what's the best game you've ever been part of. You have ever been part of.
I said the best game I've ever been a part of was when we played West Lincoln last year, and it went to overtime, high-scoring game, and kicker nailed one in for the win.
I remember that. I remember that. Great win.
Hey, that
Great
is
win.
a good one right there too.
But Coach Reid, we appreciate you taking a little bit of your time on Saturday morning to come by and actually bring a couple guys with you. And we're gonna stay here. We're gonna keep doing it, every week. And I hope you guys stay healthy. And I hope to see you again soon. We're doing
Hey,
it
enjoy
again.
that week off because you got a long tour right there.
guys, anytime.
Appreciate it,
Absolutely.
Coach Reid. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Going to break. Catch us on the flip side.
Hey, we're going to get some interviews from these barbers. I want to know who they think the best game is. We'll be back on the flip side. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. All right, we're back. We're back on the flip side here at Flip's Barbershop for sports talk here this morning. Got some more guests coming in. Ladies, glad to have y'all. We'll be talking to you in just a minute. But before that, I'm going to do a little public service message. The town of Catawba is having a cruise in a couple weeks. That's Saturday, September 16th. If you like old cars, classic cars, old trucks, a lot of food vendors will be there. They'll have live music and fireworks. Y'all come out to the town of Catawba on September 16th. And also, if you have a public service announcement or if you have something that you'd like to put your name out here, we have some sponsor opportunities. On those sponsorship opportunities, you can email djpfree@gmail, or you can go on theoldschoolmix.com. So I know there's several things going on around the local county area. For one thing, I know there's lots of elections out there, and if you want your name put out there, hey, we'll help you. We'll advertise for you, and we'll put your stuff out there. I know that several different communities have some big races going on. I think Newton's got about 13 or 14 people. If we could just get them, we'd really have a lot of folks coming in here on ads. So if you're interested, just reach out to us, and we'll hook you right up.
Danny, we got a big day today. College football starts today. I got some games to be played today. You got Navy versus Notre Dame, my Irish. We got UTEP at Jacksonville State, UMass at New Mexico State, Ohio at San Diego State, Hawaii at Vanderbilt, San Jose at USC, Florida International at Louisiana Tech.
So I heard you say your Fighting Irish. Is that your team, Dan?
Yeah, that's my team.
That's
you know that.
From start to finish. I want to find out who's everybody else's team. So for me, I'm a bandwagoner for Notre Dame. I've always liked them. I like that story. I like all that. But deep down, I'm a Tar Heel. Always will be a Tar Heel. I know they're a basketball program, but I pull for them. And if they play badminton, I'm pulling for them. So that's my team.
I do pull a little bit for Duke Blue Devils, especially now. You know, we got Brandon Johnson, ex-Newton football players.
Yep,
you know,
that's
he's
right.
Preseason All ACC. So
hey, listen, had an outstanding year last year, and really, I'm starting to see him on some of those draft boards over there. So I think he's got a shot to make it to the big dance. And,
yes, he does.
We certainly are pulling for him. I know that he's got a lot of family support and a lot of local support here, and we wish his parents and his family a lot. I know this. I can't speak to his dad, but his mama was a heck of a good athlete.
Yeah, she was. She was a heck of a basketball player.
I want to say was. She's going to fuss at us about that. She's going to say she still is.
Yeah, I'm sure she can still play.
Let's find out what the Barbers think today.
Yeah, let's do. Danny's going to pass the mic around and let us know who your favorite college football team is.
Barbers.
Hey, pass it to the girls, too. We got plenty of ladies in here today.
I'll get those coming back. All right, who's your favorite college football team?
Football team, I don't really got one, but I say NCCU because I went there.
All right.
Chapel Hill, you already know.
True Blue, how about you? Who's your favorite college football team? You don't have one? Come on, man. Come on, Bud. All right, I know you got one. Who's your favorite team?
LSU.
LSU, you for real? Man, you all over the map. Las Vegas Raiders, the LSU. You starting to sound like a front runner. You must have picked them teams when they was doing big back then.
Who said that, Bud Farley?
Yeah, Bud said LSU.
Farley.
There we go.
Tar Heels, baby.
For life. Tar Heels for life. All right, here comes something out of left field. I know it already. It's probably going to be like Baltimore State or something like that.
Nah, I like App. All in all, it's Carolina. Then I say App behind them. You got to keep it home. You got to keep it.
Listen, App has got a tremendous following. Tremendous following. All right. Yeah, Navy. Yeah, he could have said Navy. Hey. All right, so let's talk to these girls right quick. I don't know if y'all have a favorite college football team. I'm going to hand you this microphone. You keep it close and pass around. Let's see what we got.
And in any sport.
I like the Tar Heels.
You should.
I like the Tar Heels. ECU.
Probably Michigan. Not sure.
Who said Michigan? Why? How in the world do you pull from Michigan?
Hey, they rank now, Danny. They rank high.
Have you got any ties to Michigan?
I don't know.
She just like them uniforms.
She just like the colors. Yeah,
so
she
listen,
just like
it's
the colors.
good uniforms. It's a nice stadium, so I understand it. Hey, it is college football game day today. First game of the season. Georgia Bulldogs then are picked to do pretty well this year. I'm not a huge Dogs fan, but I found a lot of Dogs fans. They're everywhere.
I'll come around this side and ask.
Hey, I'd like for those folks listening in on the podcast, type in who your favorite team is, too. Who's going to win this thing, national championship?
College football team.
LSU.
Oh, another
LSU
Tigers.
Tigers. Karan, my nephew.
Florida Gators. Then you wearing a Tennessee shirt like that? It's like oil and water. They don't go together.
Alabama, Tide.
Roll Tide. He said roll Tide.
Mr. Arias, who's your college football team?
Anyone but Alabama.
Anyone but Alabama. Anyone but Alabama. Hey, did you get these ladies over here?
No. I was saving them for you, Dan.
Michigan.
It's another Michigan.
State.
NC State Wolfpack.
Does NC State still have a football team? I didn't know that.
Appalachia. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Happy.
That's a good one. They always pull an upset every year.
UNC Tar Heels.
UNC Tar Heels. Chiefs? Kansas City Chiefs? Okay, she said Kansas City Chiefs.
We're going with the Wolfpack again.
Wolfpack, who we got?
Keeping it close. LR.
Lenore Ryan. Let's keep it local.
So I take that back about the Wolfpack because we do have a Maiden Blue Devil there on that football team, and I'm proud of him. Ethan Rhodes plays down there for the Wolfpack, and Wolfpack's pretty good. All right, Dan, what's next?
Well, we got my girls' club soccer team. Like I said earlier, Athletes Lab. We just started our season. We've been practicing for several months now. I got a U15 team and a U17 team, and I got several ladies here to represent both teams. We started off the season earlier a couple of weeks ago. We had some scrimmages set up with in the mountains, and then last weekend my U15 girls team, we went to the Appalachian Classic and performed well. My U15 teams are young. I got several U12. 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. So actually, my U15 team we can play this year, and
Is
also
this your U15 team?
No, it's combined. It's combined. I got some of them are U17.
Hey, I want to hear from them. I want to hear who they are and what's up with all this soccer stuff. Hey, listen, they sporting the uniforms for sure.
Oh yeah.
They got a lot of swag, man. That lab's got some swag. I see it everywhere.
And we're heading to Greensboro next weekend, Labor Day weekend, to play in a tournament down there, and hopefully we perform well. But these girls are talented, and if we stay together, we're
putting in the work.
Putting in the work. But I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and tell them your name, what school you go to, what position you play, and let us know. First one right here.
My name's Madeline Dillard. I go to West Lincoln, and I'm a junior in high school, and I play striker.
Striker.
My name is Jenna Crow. I go to North Lincoln, and I am a wing.
Now she goes to North Lincoln Middle School now, so she's one of my younger
I was
players.
going to say she doesn't look like she's
No, middle school. She's gonna be a tough one.
My name is Kinsley Reinhardt. I go to East Lincoln. I am a striker, and I'm a senior.
My name's Finley Evans. I go to North Lincoln Middle School. I'm in 7th grade, and I'll play anywhere in the midfield or striker.
7th grade? Man, you got them all ages. Oh, you're from Michigan. I got to listen close on this. You pull them from Michigan.
My name's Brianna Mora. I'm a junior at Lincoln Charter, and I play goalkeeper.
My name's Allison Carpenter. I'm a junior at Maiden High, and I play wing.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Nicole Mora. I'm an 8th grader at Lincoln Charter, and I play goalie and defense.
So before y'all give up that microphone, on this podcast, Dennis is always like nice and calm, cool, collective. When he's coaching out there on the field, does he ever get a little excited? Anybody got anything? I see a lot of heads nodding. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dennis is always yelling at them, and he's always supporting us. But he's always out there, yelling things for everyone. He always makes sure that we're doing great.
I understand. He don't get on them officials, does he?
No.
Good.
No, I'm too old for that now, Danny. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, it's overrated. Eventually you learn that doesn't matter. We don't care what you say.
No, I'm too old for that. But, these girls, we play next weekend in Greensboro, Labor Day tournament. So I think we're ready. I appreciate you girls coming by, stopping by and talking to us. And let's get ready we'll practice tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And we're getting ready for Greensboro next weekend.
Practicing on Sunday?
Oh, hey, we practice every Sunday. We practice every Sunday.
Man, that's hardcore. Girls.
Hey, these girls
play
other sports. These girls play other sports.
Hey, we appreciate y'all coming, and best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Take a break.
All right, with that, we're going to take a break real quick, but we'll be back on the flip side right after this.
game? You got a game today? I have a game today. Where's it? When we go break, when we're back, I guess. We're back on the flip side at Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk. Let me do a little advertisement for the barbershop. We got a PS5 Madden tournament, October 21st, Saturday, double elimination. So let's show your game skills on that
Hey,
new
who's the
Madden.
odds-on favorite? What's the Vegas line looking? Who's going to win that thing?
Man, they say Michael Ramseur, coach from Fred T4. They say
Biscuit,
he's the
let me tell
best PS5 player in around.
Antoine Eichert and Big Biscuit Michael Ramseur stayed at my house when they were in high school, and all they did was play those games.
I tell you what, Michael Biscuit still at it. They say he's one of the
But
best.
at least he don't talk junk while he's playing, though.
No, he don't. He's the quiet assassin. So.
Hey, I will tell you, we ought to televise that live because that'll be an intense tournament.
Oh, we will. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here at the barbershop setting up. So remember, October 21st. It's on a Saturday. Double elimination PS5 Madden tournament.
Then we keep getting new guests after every commercial, and they keep getting better and better looking. But, they had those football coaches early. So, I mean, I'm not saying that was a hard thing to follow up. Who we got?
We got the Newton cheerleaders from Newton Conover High School.
Red Devils. In the house. Tell them what they brought us. That's the best thing right there.
Man, we appreciate that. The donuts from Krispy Kreme. You can never beat that.
Yeah, I just hope no policemen show up. We got to get to them first. All right, so ladies, last night was a hot game. I'm sure that y'all were out there and sweating it out with the rest of those folks. But let's start off by getting some introductions. I'm going to pass it around, and we'll get you the players. Tell us who you are, what grade you're in, all those good things. And also, I kind of want you to say what high school team do you not like the most? I mean, I wouldn't stir anything up.
My name's Madison Boakley. I'm a junior at Discovery, and I'm going to say Bunker Hill just because they've probably been
There you
beating
go.
everybody.
There you go, them Bears.
My name is Jazara. I'm a freshman. I do not like Lincolnton.
Do not like Lincolnton.
For reasons.
You got your own reasons. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Oh, I know what you're going to say already. I already know.
I'm Caitlin Stump. I go to Newton Conover High School, and I'm a senior, and I do not like Maiden.
My name's Addison Lingle. I'm a junior, and I don't like Maiden.
What is up with that?
I'm Jalen Barnes. I'm a senior at Discovery, and I don't like Alexander Central.
There you go. Now, coaches, y'all take night. Don't tell us who y'all don't like. We don't want to do that to you. We wouldn't do that. But we would like you to introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Coach Page, and this is
Kara Sigmund.
So, and we like all the sports as far as all the football teams around here.
That's a
around the
good.
area.
That's a good
So
answer. I like that.
Rivalry week is good weeks with us, whether it
So-
be Maiden, Bandys,
Or
Bunker
Hickory.
Hill,
So
Hickory.
last night we had them on here earlier this morning, and I don't know if y'all heard that, but that rivalry started in 1923. It's been going on for 100 years. Can you imagine what the cheerleader uniforms looked like in 1923?
Well, I know the weather was about 103 last night.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. So we got to talk to the football coaches about their preseason and how to get ready for it. Tell us about your summer. I know that there's a lot of work going on.
Well, what did we do, girls? We had.
Move it up here to you. There you go.
What did we do? We had a week camp and learning all new cheers and material to get ready for the year. We came really close together. Yeah, team bonding.
Building
Lots
that
of
team bonding chemistry. Got it.
Yep. Lots of learning new stunts, new routines. So lots of that.
So what's the best and the worst thing about cheering on a Friday night? The best and the worst. What is it?
The heat.
The heat. Hey, October's coming now. I have a cheerleader in my house, and I will tell you, I also remember her freezing in about late October, November, December. Those months can get cold, so just remember that. All right? The heat is the worst. What's the best? Oh, the football players smell bad. I got you. I like that.
What's the best? All of us getting to be together.
Yeah, that's right. So whenever the crowd's all into it and it's pumping and all that stuff, does that motivate you, get you more fired up?
Absolutely. We do a lot of crowd engaging cheers.
Absolutely.
That's we're working on the crowd this season for sure.
All right, Dan.
That's awesome. Well, ladies, we appreciate y'all coming by, but also we want to know, we always have a question of the week, okay? So the question of the week this week, and for you guys, I'm sure you've cheered. I mean, you've cheered at a lot of games, plenty of games, and the best football game you have ever been part of, or a basketball game, or any game that you've cheered for, the best game you've ever cheered for, the most exciting game.
Oh, she says she knows. She's ready.
Last year when we played Bandys for JV, it was the only game we lost. It was probably the most exciting game because we were winning. And then
Well, I remember that game.
I remember 8th grade, we were down, and we came up, and we beat Riverbend for the championship.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Coaches, any coaches got any big games that you remember?
Always the Newton and Maiden game. Always the Newton and Maiden
well,
game.
It's been
Last
a while
game of the
since
year.
it was a big game. I'm just saying.
We hope to have a lot of big games this season, so we're rooting for big games this season.
Yeah, I will tell you, there's also a lot of.
But there is some, as far as in the past, it's always been fun to watch the close games.
Yeah, and
one last touch.
And the football field's one part, but that basketball piece, that when you're cheering in that gym and it's really loud, there's been some tremendous basketball rivalries with the Red Devils and the Blue Devils in the last couple of years, and really across the county. So yeah.
Yes. You want to give some info?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, put it out there.
Awesome. So September 7th, we are holding a powder puff game. It's open to the public to come watch. It's all girls and sports are playing. So it's going to be $5 a ticket. So definitely come watch that.
That's at Gurley Stadium, right?
Yes.
September 7th. What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Be a little cooler then.
Yep. We're also having another Little Red Devil night, September 22nd. This goes out to all the K through 5th grade young girls to come and cheer with us. Contact ckaler459@gmail.com.
ckaler459@gmail.com.
And our athletic director also wanted us to say we're doing an athlete of the month. We're teaming with Utterly Delicious. You get to nominate one female and one male athlete a month, and they get to get some free ice cream.
Hey, we would like to have Utterly Delicious as a sponsor on here.
Oh, yeah.
Between those donuts and that Utterly Delicious, man, that'd be a good day.
Man,
yeah, that's
man, that's
right,
awesome.
that's right.
awesome. Well, ladies, we appreciate you stopping by, and coaches,
Absolutely.
and we're big supportive of cheerleaders. I got 2 daughters that's cheerleaders, and
Hey, listen,
and
I've got
Danny,
a lot of money
yeah.
invested in cheerleaders.
So we support you big time, and anytime y'all want to come to our show, you're welcome to. And we appreciate your coaches for Paige. Appreciate you for letting them know about coming on our show, and you're welcome anytime, girls. I appreciate it.
We're glad to have you. I appreciate it, and good luck the rest of your season. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to take a break. We'll catch you on the flip side. Let you ladies break us out right here. Break us out one time, girls.
Yes,
all right, with
sir.
that, we'll be
Thank
back
you.
to
Appreciate
Flip's
it.
Barbershop on the flip side right after this message.
Flip's Barbershop, located at 1912 North Main Avenue in Newton, North Carolina. Flip's Barbershop is a full-service barbershop for men, women, and children alike, and is fully equipped with 4-way televisions, pool table, video games, and vending machines to make your stay more enjoyable. We're open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. For appointments, call 828-461-4949 or log on to flipsbarbershop.com or just stop by. All walk-ins are welcome.
Here at Flip's Barbershop on the Flip side. Just want to reach out to those folks online who are tuned in to us. Appreciate all your comments. Also got several texts. Got a good text just a little bit ago from a friend of mine, Beverly Danner. She's watching. I know she's supporting this, and I appreciate her. I know she's also one of those candidates running for office as well. So, Den, we'll give it back to you.
Also, Barry Martin said, Danny, you should know State has a football team because they have owned Carolina in the past few years.
Yeah,
whoa.
I mean, he ain't lying. That's a true statement. That is a true statement. Now, if they could just win something overall every once in a while, it'd be nice. But, hey, me and my brother really don't talk trash to each other a whole lot. He's just trying to show out right there.
Hey, he's talking about his team.
That's right. He heard that. I'll take that.
But Danny, it's all fall sports season right now. So we got football, volleyball, girls volleyball, men's soccer right now, and I've got Newton Conover High School soccer coach, Coach Carlos Arias, and a guest with him, and we're gonna ask him several questions.
Yeah, that sounds good, Carlos. I'm gonna hand you this right quick. If you'll hold that up tight, kind of tell us what y'all got going on, and introduce your guys, and we'll chat a little bit.
Well, I got with me is Justin. He's one of my senior captains this year. He has been 4 years varsity player, so he's somebody that we kind of groom to be a captain. He's done very well so far. He's already got more goals this year than he has the last couple of years. He's played more of a outside mid, and then we got him as a striker this year, so he's really stepped up for our team this year.
So give us a little background on Newton Conover soccer, the history of that. Been a pretty stout program through the years, correct?
Yeah, I started about 18 years ago. I was the YMCA coordinator, and the coach at that time asked me if I would come and do some drills with the kids, and he didn't tell me he was leaving. And next thing I know, Coach Patrick was like, hey, would you like to come in and kind of help us build this program? From that day on, I don't think we missed the playoffs, especially with the boys. We won the state championship 3 times.
3 state championships, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been a consistent program in the top 10 in the state for 2A schools. We lost last year in the 4th round, so hopefully we can jump over that hump this year, get to the Western Finals, win, and get back to another state championship.
So is there a feeder program, or do they just start when they get to high school? Do you have the rec department? Do they have a program that would help that or anything like that?
Not really. We have the YCBSA Eagles right now, which they've done a pretty good job on helping us out. Middle school, the guy that is their coach and used to coach with me at the high school, so he kind of gets an idea of what we expect out of our middle school players.
Right.
But other than that, it's been just this kid's hard work. They begin from June a lot of times, even before that, on having play. They do their own thing sometimes. We have open field at nights. So they stay in shape all season long.
So not just at Newton Conover, but I will tell you, this whole region right here, the Catawba Valley and this whole region seems to have a lot of really strong soccer programs. Can you throw some of those names out of those?
Well, you got Hickory High School that won the state championship last year. You know,
Right.
St. Stephen's is always good. They just gave us a match the other day. It was a 2-1 game, you know, and we were up 1-0, and they came back and tied us, and we had to scrap and get a goal in the last few minutes. So yeah, I mean, in this area is, you know, you're going to get a lot of
It's a hotbed for soccer for sure. So you won those 3 state championships in how many years? What time span?
So 2007 was the first one.
Okay.
2014, 2017.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I tell you what, Newton Conover has some talented soccer players. He has some talent. He has some talent over there, and Carlo does a great job. How's your season going right now, Carlos?
We're pretty good. We're 3-2 for the season right now. We have played Hickory. They beat us, so the defending state champion. And then we went to the beach and played Jacksonville, which was the team that Hickory beat. So our 2 losses have been to 3A powerhouses.
Makes you a little stronger.
It does. I believe that, you know, making our schedule hard, it'll show us who we really are. We're still waiting to play the 2A state champions, Owens. We played Patton, which is undefeated right now. So next week we got Wilt Central and West Iredale. So a 3A and a 2A school coming in to Newton Stadium to play us.
So my question that I got, my last question for you is, do those football coaches ever try to sneak over there and steal your kickers so that they can use them on Friday nights?
Well, you know, we had Francisco kicking football for a long time, and we had Grayson that was on the both state championship teams they both kicked. They tried to steal Chucho this year, which is he's a phenomenal player. He's won the conference player of the year 2 years in a row. He's also been an all-state player. He's been an all-region state player. So he's a sought-after player right now. He's got a couple of D1 schools looking at him.
So speaking of the D1 schools, what kind of success rate have you had to get your high school players onto that second level for college play?
So we usually, on a yearly basis, most of our seniors, if they want to play, I help them out recruiting-wise. They tell me who they want to go talk to. Warren Wilson has actually got, 2 of our players playing right now. Grayson Fry he was at Anderson University for 4 years. He was 4-year starter there. So we had several players that went from high school, you know, to play college soccer.
So I want to talk to a young man beside of you. I want to know who he is, what he does, and who's your favorite soccer player ever?
My favorite soccer player is probably Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's a good one.
He's better than Messi.
Oh wow!
Oh man, I gotta disagree there. I gotta disagree there.
Hey, listen, I'd like to have either one of them on my team, but they're both pretty good.
They're both making pretty good money. I know that.
You know you're making good money when you can tell people, hey, if your field's AstroTurf, I don't think I'm gonna play that game. So,
yeah,
you know you got a little pull on that.
So. Well, give us your name and also what position you play and what year you are.
My name is Joseph Cervello, and I play striker, and I'm a senior.
Okay.
I don't know who names these sports positions in soccer, but I think that striker sounds like the one everybody wants to be.
All right.
It is. You know, you want the fame.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the grunt work, but, you know, you got to start with defense.
I understand.
Yeah, your defense.
Defense
hey,
wins
you shut down.
championships.
Yeah, you shut down a team. You can't lose.
That's right.
You can't
That's
lose.
right.
So we put a lot of emphasis on our defense. Sometimes we play some of our best players on defense.
I understand.
I'm gonna change the question up a little bit since we got soccer player and soccer coach down here. What's the best soccer game you've ever been a part of? High school, middle school.
Probably last year playoffs Hendersonville. They went like 2 hours over there, and then it was 3-1, right? It was. I mean, they had like a really fast striker, like really big, so it was just hard against him. And then, I mean, we just scored 3 goals, like really good, and we won.
That's awesome. What about coach?
Oh man, I had a big 3 state championships. You know,
yeah, those are pretty good picks.
Against Cardinal Gibbons, which nobody gave us a shot, and we won 1-0. Brian George, he's now a Hall of Famer for New Conover, scored a winning goal with 10 minutes to go, and then we just played defense the whole time. The second year we played, First Flight, which we was not given a chance, and we beat them pretty handily. And then, the last one, 2017, we were outplayed 90% of the time into one goal. Francisco scored, and we won 1-0.
I remember listening to them games. I didn't get to go, but I remember listening because I was pulling for them Newton Conover Red Devils.
So anytime you play, anything that big, it's going to be awesome. And, like I tell these kids, I said I want them to feel that, just have that feeling one more time. Not for me, but for them.
That's right. You can live vicariously through them. I understand.
Well, Coach, I really appreciate you coming by and talking to us, and we'll stay in touch. And I want you to come back and let us know how the season is midway, and keep, you're always welcome back. So good luck on the season. Hope you guys stay healthy. That's the main thing, and keep playing hard. All right.
Hey, thank y'all for coming. Hey, we'll chat with you for a few minutes, and with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be coming back on the flip side, and we're going to talk a little bit about professional football. Believe it or not, it's draft weekend for fantasy football. I want to know who your picks are. Your first pick, fantasy football this week. Coming back on the flip side. All right, we're back. We're back live at Flip's Barbershop. Hope everybody's enjoying the podcast this morning. Please reach out to us on the chat line. Let us know if you got any questions, any comments you'd like for us to address. And it's been a full house this morning, Dan. We got a lot of visitors coming through, a lot of different sports, and a lot of different folks coming through. So we're shuffling the deck again, and now we've got the Maiden Blue Devil cheerleaders here in the house this morning.
Awesome. We're going to let them introduce one another, and we'll get started with them.
Yeah,
they had a bye last night,
yeah,
so they got the rest a little bit.
They're on an easy week.
Hi, I'm Michaela Little.
My name is Veronica Wilfong.
I'm Faith O'Neill.
So tell me what year you are, and also how long you've been in cheerleading.
I'm a senior this year, and I've been cheering since I was like 5 or 6, so basically my whole life.
I'm also a senior, and I've done cheer since elementary school.
I'm also a senior, and this is my 4th year cheering.
All right, so will you tell us who your coaches are?
Our coaches are Rachel Hull and Angie Gilbert.
All right, and who are the JV coaches?
JV coaches are Holly Hips and Maddie Scholl.
Is Holly Hips the meanest one of all those coaches?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, let's don't say who the meanest
don't
one
tell
is.
us. Don't tell us.
I wouldn't do that to you. So tell us some things about football season, which game do y'all look forward to the most?
I look forward to the Bandys Maiden game the most because they're one of our biggest rivals, and that's just such a fun game, and the atmosphere is it's just a really fun game.
All right.
I'd also say the Bandys game. Everyone kind of goes crazy over it, and we have like a little funeral usually for
Little
them,
rivalry,
so
funeral, little
it's
pep
really
rally
fun,
stuff.
and there's just a lot of fun stuff that goes on for that game.
All right.
Mine's also the Bandys game.
Man, it's Bandys. All right, so it sounds like they're your biggest rivalry. So tell me some things that you did over the summer to get ready for the cheer season.
We went to this App State camp where we got to learn a bunch of new cheers and bond as a team for the season.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stuff about that App State camp. Food was good, huh? All right. What else did you do up there? Oh, you didn't? Well, your dad didn't let you go to App State? I mean, he's a big App State guy. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
that's even better. That's even better.
It was better. And actually, they went like right after us. And so, yeah.
I'd say we burned a lot of calories there. We were up at like 6 in the morning getting ready, and then we didn't get to bed till like 10 at night from practicing all day, and then we did a lot of performances and prepared like not only for the football games but for our comp season because we compete, and we've also just practiced all summer. We practice starting like the last week of the end of the year.
So tell me the best thing about cheerleading and the worst.
I feel like the best and the worst is the same because I'd say the fact that it's all year round, it's the best thing because you always have something to do. You always have people like by your side and like things to look forward to, but also it can be like tiring and you
can be a long
sometimes,
season.
Want a day off or a week off or something, but it also pushes you and like motivates you, and I think it's just good for your physical health overall too.
Hey, that's a great answer. Best and worst, Veronica.
For me, the best thing is like the relationships that I've made through cheer. I have a lot of like close friends, and we just do a lot of things together. And the worst thing would probably be just those rough practices where you just want to go home and you're just tired.
Yeah, I can imagine how tired y'all were last night after that hot. Oh, wait, y'all were off last night. That's right. Best and worst.
For me, the best is being able to come through as a team and hit our stunts whenever we compete. And for me, there's not really a worst. I think as long as we try our best, we're always.
So I know your parents support you in all kinds of ways, and most of the time the moms or those cheer moms, they can be wide open. How about the cheer dads? Any of y'all have a cheer dad? Anybody that has a cheer dad that really does a lot of stuff for the cheer or support you or those kind of things?
The most my dad will do is carry my bag at the cheer competition.
I mean, he didn't curl your hair like when you were little at the competition?
No, absolutely.
I mean, come on, Vaughn. Come on.
My dad will help calm my mom down when she's getting mad at me getting ready in the morning.
Sometimes they got to intervene, don't they? Yeah.
My mom would usually get me ready, do my hair and all that, and I'd be like, oh my God, you're pulling my hair. And it'd sometimes be a crazy morning, especially in them hotel rooms where you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, sometimes the dads have to be a referee, right?
He's a mediator. He's
mediator.
Like, okay,
I like
guys,
it.
let
The
me go get you
mediator.
some food.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, Dean.
Well, girls, we appreciate you coming by and stopping by and talking a little bit about cheerleaders. We support the cheerleaders. We love them. Obviously, me and Danny both got daughters that's in the cheerleading, and we love it. So appreciate y'all coming by and stopping and talk to us.
And congratulations on this end. Listen, people come in here, they tell us about all those state championships. I think those Lady Blue Devil cheerleading teams, they got a bunch of banners hanging, and they got a handful of rings. So we appreciate all the proud history that you got and all the history that you'll be making.
Yes,
Thank y'all for dropping by. Hey, with that, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, we got the Bandys Trojans football team coming next. And
just take a short break, and we'll be right back here at Flip's Barbershop.
live after that short break. We're here at Flips Barbershop. Swing by, get you a good cut. Got a fish fry going next door, and we got a lot of good folks coming in and out of the doors today that we're talking to for Real Sports Talk. Den, who we got with us now?
Well, we got the Bandys Trojans and Coach Jason Barnes. We appreciate you guys coming by and talking to us. Big win last night, and off to a great start, 2-0. Can't get no better than that.
So we'll give you a microphone, Coach. We'll let you introduce yourself, and everybody else just hold it up tight so folks online can hear it. Get it a little closer. There you go.
Got you, Coach Barnes.
Scotty Miley.
Oh, Scotty, what? Now tell us what year you are and what position you play.
2024 running back in DN.
All right.
I'm Sam Hill, 2025, and I play center and D end. I'm Aries Sigmund. I'm 2024, and I play middle linebacker.
All right. So tell us a little bit last night's game, Coach. Tell us how your game went. All those good things. Throw a few names in there that stood out to you.
Well, I wish I could have brought my whole team up here, but we wouldn't have had time for that. My team played really, really hard. I know every coach says that, but Ford made a few mistakes, and we capitalized on. Picked up a fumble or two and had an interception or two, and our offense, they did a good job at capitalizing on the turnovers our defense created, and of course we came out on top.
All right, sounds good. Everybody get through it health-wise? You're good on that?
Yes, sir. We're good to go.
Yeah. How was the heat? Did it impact a lot? It sounds like with the score you had, you probably had the ability to rotate a lot of fresh legs in, maybe.
I don't know about that, but it was hot. But the thing is, the other team was dealing with the heat as well, so there wasn't any advantage or disadvantages as we played in the same conditions.
That's right. All right. Dean, you got any questions for you?
No, I wanted to ask the players, like, last night, did the weather impact y'all any?
Yeah, it impacted me a little bit. I mean, first and second quarter is kind of hot.
Yeah, definitely the first and second quarters, it was really hot. I mean, but after we got out of halftime, it was fine. Not really for me. I mean, it was hot, of course, but I just drenched myself with water over my head and everything, and I'm all right.
So who y'all got next week?
We have a bye next week.
Man, I think everybody's on bye.
Yeah, it's a lot of the last three teams.
Who you got for your next game?
South Caldwell.
South Caldwell. All right. That's so that's a little bit bigger team. Coach, South Caldwell, you know anything about those folks? I think they had a win last night as well.
Yeah, South's rolling right now, man. They're playing good football, and I'm telling you right now, it's a tall order. They run the wing T, and they run it really, really well. So
hide the ball really well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, listen, that's good. So we hope that you have a great season. We look forward to doing that. I know there's several rivals within our conference. You heard those cheerleaders a while ago. It was quite unanimous what the big game was for them, and I'm sure it's one for you. But, you really can't do that with the league that you're in, Coach. There's any night that you slip up, anybody could get you, and there's a lot of good football teams in our conference right now.
You're right.
Coach, we got a question of the week every week, and our question of the week this week is the best football game you've ever been part of, and that's high school, college, NFL that you've ever seen that you've been part of.
Man, that's
that's a tough question. You probably got about 100 games you've been part of.
Oh man, a few years back, man, we were playing against Maiden, and we talk about Maiden, but it's just kind of one of those things where we wasn't supposed to beat them, and we came out on top. But that's probably the most recent ones. But again, man, there's a ton of games I've been a part of, big wins over it. So, but that's probably the most recent one. Yeah.
That's awesome, Danny.
Hey, thank you again for coming out here. We wish you all best the rest of the season. Stay healthy. Stay healthy for sure. Take care of yourself. And I will tell you, I can't wait till the second half of the season. We got to get through this first one first because every game counts. But as we go down the stretch, I like that pressure, and I like that hoopla of all those big games that come up through there. So we'll be back in tune. I hope you can come back and check in with us and keep us updated on a weekly basis. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it, Coach Barnes.
All right, we'll take another quick break, and we'll be right back at
healthy.
Flips Barbershop on the flip side.
Coach Pat.
right, we're back live here at Flip's Barbershop for Sports Talk. We've talked to a lot of folks here today. We've talked to some cheerleaders, talked to soccer players, talked to some football players. Got some more coming up. Got a couple other special guests, but we're going to take a quick break right quick and have a conversation about NFL. Dennis, NFL preseason ends this week. Anything out there that you saw that's maybe wasn't what you expected? Any teams that surprised you a little bit, or any teams that maybe surprised you the other way? They're not looking so good.
Actually, we had a little breaking news yesterday with the Dallas Cowboys and Trey Lance. I mean, he was, #1 pick for the San Francisco 49ers, a year or two back? And they just traded him to the Dallas Cowboys. So I don't know what that's saying with Dak Prescott, but he's putting some heat on him.
Hey, listen, it might be an insurance plan, deep insurance plan, but I will tell you that as I look across the NFL, I see a lot of folks that I kind of didn't expect to see. I thought that in the NFC South division, I think the Saints are looking pretty good. They seem to have a lot of good skill positions. I will tell you the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking good in preseason.
Yeah, Pickett looks good.
And listen, there's a quarterback up there in Washington, D.C. that's playing pretty good too. I know that those Commander fans will be saying that. How about the Eagles? How they looking in the preseason?
Hey, we're good. We ain't played no starters, so we're one thing, we're healthy, but we might be rusty the first week, but hopefully we can get, we go to New England, so that's a tough one.
So Dan, you're a fantasy football guy, and this weekend is the NFL's biggest weekend for fantasy football drafts. If you got the #1 draft pick in a fantasy football draft, who you taking?
I'm taking my guy, Jalen Hurts, all the way.
Jalen Hurts.
Where's Hurts all the way.
Let's ask, Coach, if you had to pick a person for your NFL fantasy team, your first pick, who would you pick?
To be honest with you, I don't get to watch much NFL. We're always working, man. We're working all weekend. I don't watch TV. I watch film. So to be honest with you, I can't give you an answer.
Hey, that's okay. That's good. I'm going to ask a few of these barbers over here who they're going to take on their first pick. First pick in the NFL on the draft, who you going to take for your team? That's what I want to know. You got the first pick. They don't keep up with defense. Ain't nobody going to pick no defensive guy first pick. Who you picking?
Derrick Henry.
Henry. I like it. Henry. All right. Who you taking?
I don't play fantasy football. Right now? He on a 1-year contract with Barkley. Y'all know that.
Saquon. He's got a contract. Is he in a uniform yet? Are they playing yet? 1 year. All right, let's
That's
see.
them little ones, Danny, right there.
I'm going to right now. I'm going down the line. All right, I want to know who y'all going to pick in the first pick of your draft for NFL.
Jay Jettis.
OBJ? Man, I wish y'all was in my fantasy football league. I'd be tearing y'all up.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's two. Them big wide receivers, they go early in it. Den, who you said, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I'll take Jalen Hurts or Christian McCaffrey, either one.
CMC.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how all that turns out. So let's go talk some football with Newton Conover. You want to do that?
Yeah. We got our local Newton Conover High School football coach, Pack. I appreciate you coming by. And who you got with us?
We've got our starting running back, Ethan Okoro. He also starts on defense at the Rover for us. Had a good night last night, I think. Rushed for about 140. So he had a good night. He's probably a little tired today.
I did listen to the game, and that's all. That's the only. That's the name I kept hearing. So he was getting the ball enough and playing hard, and keep playing hard, son. Give us your name, your year, and what position you play.
Ethan Okoro, 2024, running back in DB.
All right, Danny.
Yeah. So last night was a tough night. It's a long, hot night right there last night. How'd you hold up in that?
Obviously, we ain't come up with the win, but I ran my hardest. The line did their job, good blocking. But it was still a good game, even though we didn't win.
Yeah, and that heat, did it impact you any with all the heat that you had last night in that game?
Yeah, I know it was going to be a big game. Every year we play Hickory, it's always like that.
And that temperature was big too, though, right?
Yeah. Got hit in my chest one time. I thought I was going to be out for the rest of the game, but I know I kept pushing, did my thing.
So do you have a game the upcoming week, Coach?
Yes, sir. I know a lot of people are on bye. We've got East Rutherford. We go up there to East Rutherford for our first road game. So we got to get ourselves on track and pull out a big W.
So it's been a while. You know, I'm older than dirt, but when we used to have a game with East Rutherford, when we made that trip, we knew that we were going to take some licks. A lot of contact. What kind of programs East Rutherford had here lately?
Philip Russ is the new head coach, and he's the AD over there. And I used to work with him when I was at Barnes. And you know, East Rutherford lost their program for a couple of years, and they went through some major struggles. But he's done an amazing job getting them turned back around. And you know, they went up there week 1 and beat Bessemer City, who's always very athletic and got a good football team. I watched a little bit of film this morning before I came up here, and they've got big old freaks on the D-line, long, athletic, and you're right, they're going to lay some licks, and it's going to be a violent football game.
Yeah, we got off the bus and was walking down that hill to the football field, East Rutherford, and they were playing bull in the ring before we ever got to play. I knew it was going to be a serious night. So, Coach, you have that game. When you're looking at last night's game, you probably hadn't had a chance to look at the films yet, but I
watched it all.
So what do you see on there that you're going to be working on and trying to improve on?
You know, we had 500 yards of total offense last night. We threw for 320. We rushed for 180. I mean, we're doing good things offensively. We scored a bunch of points. We actually could have scored a couple more. Had a bad snap. We dropped one wide open in the end zone, hit his hands and fell out. And we had a long touchdown call back because of a lineman downfield. So that's 3 easy touchdowns right there. And we're right there scoring 50 points too. But you can't give up 50 points. We gave up 50 points 2 weeks in a row. I will say that West Henderson is a hell of an offense. They scored 44 on Hendersonville last night, and Hickory's going to score 50 and 60 on a bunch of people this year. They are just loaded, and they got athletes everywhere. So it looks bad. We're disappointed in our effort that we're giving up that many points, but you know, Hickory is ranked 6th in 3A, and West Henderson is ranked 5th in 3A, and it's not like we're playing slouches over there. So, but we got to get better. Yeah,
we spoke to the head coach here at Hickory on a couple of different weeks, and each time he let us know that this is the most
Joe's going to tell you
specialized athletes that he's had in any time in his career. So
Coach Glass is going to tell you if he says he's good, then he means it. He's normally kind of we're not that good, but he's telling people they're good, and that's because they are. I mean, they're loaded across the board.
And how many folks you got in your program? Your program's healthy, your JVs, all that stuff, your feeder programs?
Yes, sir. We always keep around 70 guys. We have actually 68 this year, so a couple shy, but we're always right around that 70 person mark. We got 30 on JV, and you know, we always have around 30 to 35 on varsity. So,
all right, Dan.
I know Coach Pack, like he said, you know, they're off to a rough start, but they've played a tough schedule. They've played a tough schedule, some great teams, and
yeah, that's by design. We want to get some good competition in, and you know, we have to play Hickory. We've been playing them for 100 straight years. It's the longest rivalry in North Carolina. So, but we want to play them. We're upset we didn't whoop their ass, but you know, we want to play them, and we want to play the West Hendersons and the top offenses and stuff like that. So it makes us better and gets us ready for our tough, brutal conference.
Coach, we got a question of the week every week, and the question this week is, what's the best football game you've ever been a part of or have seen? And you could high school, college, NFL, you name it. So
NFL, the best one I ever watched, my favorite one because I'm a Panthers fan, was the Panthers' first Super Bowl when Steve Smith kind of took over, and you know, our stupid kicker kicked one out of bounds and ended up giving them great field position. The best one I've ever coached in, I was the OC at Barnes, and we were ranked number 2 in the state, and they were ranked number 1 in the state in 3A, and we went up there to South Point, which is a really tough place to play, and put a whooping on them. So that's probably my best game I've ever been in coaching.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Danny, I remember we was at that game, at the Panthers game.
We were at the Panthers game live. Tell them where we were, Dan.
Man, we was in the press box at that game. I was sitting beside Terry Bradshaw. Yeah,
awesome.
And that's all Danny Hips. That's all Danny Hips.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on. Is that which game was that now?
No, that was the one they beat. They beat us. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so actually I had the football where Deshaun Foster reached out and hit the goal line with that football, and it's got the white paint still on it. So actually, I mean, we were standing beside Howie Long and Terry Bradshaw with the NFC Conference Championship.
Well, I remember Julius Peppers handed it to me in the locker room.
Wow, that's amazing.
I will tell you what I remember. This is why I don't like those Philadelphia Eagles fans. So we get on the subway to go to the stadium, and the whole subway is packed full of fans for the Eagles, and I had on a Panther shirt. Didn't you remember what they started chanting?
No, I don't remember the chant, but
So it was a bad word. I mean, it was a tough word, but yeah, like they were all chanting on me. I thought that was a little rude.
I remember telling you, please take that scarf off, please.
Yeah. Nah, we walked out there with pride. But Coach, we're glad to have you here today.
Appreciate you,
Coach Pack. We appreciate you coming by, and we'll keep doing it, and hopefully your season, I'm sure, is going to get better. So come by and see us anytime you want, Coach. Appreciate you. Thank you. We're going to take a break.
Hey, we'll be back right here at Flip's Barbershop on the flip side.
We're back at Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk. Reminder, college football starts today. Navy at Notre Dame, UTEP at Jacksonville State, UMass at New Mexico State, Ohio at San Diego State, Hawaii at Vanderbilt, San Jose State at USC, Florida International at Louisiana Tech. Awesome day today. It's been jam-packed with different coaches coming in, football, soccer, cheerleaders. Hope to get next week I want some volleyball coaches in here. So please look on Flip's Barbershop Facebook page. Also subscribe to Flip's Barbershop YouTube page and hit me up so we can get some volleyball coaches in here, volleyball players. My next guest is part of my family. My son Casey Lee, he's the head coach now for the Maiden Blue Devil soccer team. And Casey, welcome. How's the season going so far?
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. Season just started. We played 4 games. We're 2-2 right now. Should be 3-1, but it happens. We let one Thursday against Burns. A late goal happen and shouldn't happen. Should have took advantage and won that game, but we're 2-2. Got 2 games coming up this next week against Burns again, and then we have Drone at home on Thursday.
So when's the conference season starts? When the conference season starts?
We have 4 more games, non-conference games this week. I said Burns Tuesday at Burns, Thursday at home against Drone, and then then the following Tuesday at Statesville, and then home on Thursday again against St. Stephen's.
I know we had Newton soccer coach in here, Coach Carlos Arias. There's a bunch of talent around this area, but Maiden is a football school, and I know it's been difficult to get soccer players involved. But this year, what's your turnout?
We had I kept 22 kids. We could have had a JV, but it'd been risky with number-wise and injuries, so you never know. But, yeah, I think I have a decent team. We have a okay team, I believe. I think we can compete with most teams in our conference and hoping to look to make a playoff push.
Well, that's good. Give us a couple players' names that's been playing good for you in the first 4 games that you played.
One stands out, Ramon Paz Martinez. He's a senior, plays in midfield. He's probably best on-ball player right now. And then he has two younger brothers as well, Gavin Paz Martinez and Xavier Paz Martinez. Xavier's a freshman, so he's new to it, but he's took a good step, and he's starting for me now. And Gavin as well playing outside back for me. So those three are not my main three, but a good three that I have.
And Casey also helps me at the athletes lab, coaching the club soccer team. He does the boys program. So hopefully we get some talent coming, some soccer talent coming to Maiden, and that way we can start them young. Also at the Maiden Rec and athletes lab, getting them in the academy and start playing some soccer. But Casey, the question of the week this week, and we'll do it soccer and football, because Casey also loves football. What's the best game you've ever been part of, or you've ever seen in high school, college, or NFL?
Best game I've been a part of, I think, would probably be 2018 against Newton, Maiden football game. My cousin, Caleb McDaniel right here, game-winning touchdown catch with, I think, just a couple seconds to go.
Yeah, I remember that catch. Actually, it was called the catch, and KK Caleb McDaniel caught the winning pass. That was probably one of my favorite game ever watched, and also one of the best games I've ever seen was it was Maiden in Mooresville. It was a while back. I think it was 1991. Yeah, 1991, and it was Mooresville and Maiden at the Tom Brown Stadium, old Tom Brown Stadium. But well, Casey, I appreciate you coming by and stopping to talk with us, and hope your season. Good luck with the rest of your season, and I hope everybody stays healthy.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're gonna go to break, take a quick break, and then we'll have a couple other guys, special guests. Flip. We're back at Flip's Barbershop Sports Talk, where we've been talking to all local high school coaches in all sports. We got football, soccer. We've covered it all, I think. But right now, I got a young man that he's been doing this for several years now, and this young man started his own clothing line, and I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about his clothing line and give us your name and when did you start this clothing line?
My name is Jalen Robinson, 18 years old, young entrepreneur. Been doing this for about a year. A month from today, it'll be a year, and it means rare, B-U-B different, stands for relentless, authentic, resilient, exceptional, and B-U-B different is be your own person, and just stand out and shine. That's really what it means.
I remember this young man when he started his clothing line, and it was just a regular old white T-shirt, and but he's been doing great for himself. And I think you started at your grandmother's house, didn't you?
I started just using the heat press. And then DTF printing. That's just how it started, and it's only getting bigger.
Well, Jalen, I'm proud of you. What you got going on right now? What kind of different clothing apparel you got right now going on?
I got windbreaker sets. I just dropped like a month ago, and I got flare sets dropping next week. It's cropped hoodies, sweatpants, all that stuff. So okay. I got coming up.
Also, when did you graduate from Maiden? What year you graduated from Maiden?
I graduated 2023 this year.
2023, young man. When what you got going on in the future? What's going on with the clothing line in the future?
Just going to keep expanding it, keep getting it out there, getting the meaning out there, let people know what it really means. Just be different, just be your own person. That's really the meaning behind it.
Jalen, is there a way that the people can get to you, buy your stuff?
Yes, I have a website, JR1Clothing.com, and Instagram, JR1 Clothing. And then you can order off the website or on hand.
That's awesome. What's last question for you? What's one thing that you can tell the young kids these days how to do whatever they want to do, whatever the future holds for them, whatever if they decide to do something like this? What do you tell them?
Just surround yourself around the right people, stay focused, don't give up on your goals, just keep working. That's really the whole point of it. Just be you, just be yourself.
That's awesome, Jalen. That's awesome, Jalen. And keep doing your thing and keep working, and the community will stay behind you, and good luck on what you keep doing.
Yes,
but we're going to go to a short break, and then we're going to have the WNC Golden Helmet Player of the Week this week coming up. Quick break. We're back at Flips Barbershop Sports Talk. Some local scores from last night that we said earlier. Hickory 56, Newton 36, East Lincoln 39, Forest View 8, West Lincoln 67, Cherville 7, Bandys 49, Ford 6, Bunker Hill 49, St. Stephen's 7, and South Caldwell 50, RS Central 16. We also had Watauga 55 and Avery County 6. So right now I got my next guest and my final guest. I got the Golden Helmet Player of the Week, Josh Stover, quarterback from Maiden High School. Josh, welcome. Appreciate and this is his stats from last week. Obviously Maiden had a bye last week, and they got Watauga next Friday night at Maiden Stadium. We got his stats for last week: passing 175 yards, passing 2 touchdowns, 71 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns, so a total of 4 touchdowns. That's a pretty awesome night. Josh. What y'all do to get ready for Watauga this week?
Well, we had that bye week, so we get to watch extra film, see what they're doing different. They got 2 different quarterbacks going in now, and they're going to run the ball hard every time, and they got a big O-line. But we're seeing what they're doing, and we have extra days prepared. It's going to really help us out.
I know usually they got some big boys up front. How did our line do against Free T4 the first week?
Well, honestly, we stepped it up a lot since the scrimmages. I see a lot of improvement in those guys, and I know they want to win, and that's the biggest part. They want to win, and they're going to play hard every down.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know the offense has changed a little bit, and I know the quarterback is running a little bit more. So tell us a little bit about the Freddie Ford game and what worked and for you to have these 4 touchdowns.
Man, it was a great game. It was just a team effort, really. Receivers making plays on balls, O-line blocking good for me and the running backs, Kendall, Daltonberg, Cohen Jenkins hitting the holes hard. It just helps me out whenever it's a read option. I just go. And Coach Byrne calling great plays, putting us in good positions. And the defense and special teams making turnovers. First 2 plays of the game or 2 scores of the game were special teams, really.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, special teams wins games also. You also play defense?
Yeah, I've been playing some safety. I go in out of the 4 plays, if we have 4 and out, I'll be in there about 2 or 3 plays.
Oh, wow. So you're going both ways. And this heat, that's tough.
Yeah.
So against Watauga, what are you expecting? Tell us a little bit what you guys are expecting to do against them and what you think they're going to do against you guys.
Well, what we're doing is we're changing some stuff up on offense. We got some new stuff coming in, but we're just going to stick to it. We're going to run it hard, and play action pass is going to be there. And then we got the deep ball still with Raheem Misher and Will Stover can go make plays, and that's how we're playing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you guys, y'all had a bye week, so you got Watauga. When's your conference season start?
So we have Watauga Friday, and then we have our last non-conference game with St. Stephen's, and then we go into conference with East Burke in about 2 weeks.
Okay. Josh, you're a junior this year, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
you still have 1 more year available.
Yes, sir.
What you got? What you thinking about? You thinking about wanting to play some college football?
Oh, I'd love to play some college football. Just waiting on an opportunity, really.
No, I'm sure it'll come. But we appreciate you coming by here, and hope you stay healthy. That's the main thing, and keep doing what you're doing. And question of the week this week.
Okay.
I want to know what's the best game you've ever been part of in middle school, high school,
Okay.
and what you think?
All right, middle school, 7th grade year, we're playing Bunker Hills Middle School. I forgot what they're called.
Riverbend.
Yeah, Riverbend. And we're at home. It's 13-13. We go into overtime. We run the triple option in middle school. I read it. I pull it. I pitch it to my brother for the game-winning touchdown. That just meant a lot.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You play quarterback in middle school also then?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Josh. Well, like I said, good luck the rest of the year. Hope you stay healthy. And keep doing what you're doing. You're a great athlete, and keep doing what you're doing on and off the field.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got the Golden Helmet Player of the Week right here, Josh Stover. Appreciate you coming by.
I appreciate y'all
Let's go to
having
break.
me. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Keep coming by.
Yes, sir.
Michael, love you. I see you. We're going to talk about eating, how hungry we are. Wait. We're back at Flips Barbershop Sports Talk. Just a reminder, October 21st on a Saturday, the PS5 Maiden tournament, double elimination. We will have the papers out here starting next week. Start registering your name, signing up for the PS5 tournament on October 21st. Like I said, Saturday, double elimination. Also, don't forget to come by. They're still selling hot food out there beside 1912 North Main Avenue. They got fish fries, fish plates, hot dogs, cakes. They got everything out here. So I think they're there until they sell out. So stop by here and get you something to eat.
Yeah.
But I got my guy right here, DJ P Free. He's gonna talk a little bit about his wanting to advertise for himself and also for just everything that we do.
Yeah, and I just want to thank everybody. We just had an enormous amount of folks just tuning in last week, and it was just amazing. And I just want to thank Flip's Barbershop here, Flip Connor, for letting us host this podcast here. I want to thank my man Dennis Lee here for just being the brainchild for thinking of something like this, just bringing football and music together. Well, not football, but just sports, just all because this is just a great big sports community. And basically, I'm just a community guy. I just want to, just get in where I could fit in. I just want to talk and just brief about some sponsorship. We are looking for some sponsorship, donations, what have you, because it is a enormous cost to keep some of this stuff going. So if you're liking what you see with the broadcasting, we want to keep it going. And we're going to be doing some things that will donate to that. And we want to make it better as well as we keep on going. We want to bring in more equipment, more cameras. We want to bring in more mics like this, you know what I mean, that we can hear all our guests that come in. So if you're out there and, you want to donate or you sponsor, we'll be glad to have you. You could go to my website, which is the oldschoolmix.net. That's the oldschoolmix.net. You can reach out to me at djpfree at gmail.com, and I'll be putting some information also. Also, you can get in touch with us through the Barbershop. The Barbershop has its own website, flipsbarbershop.com, and you can also go to the pages that we have as well, which is the Facebook page and also the YouTube page as well. So that's about it. I'm just glad to be here, just to be a part.
DJ P Free, we appreciate you. Without you, we couldn't be doing this. So please reach out to us and let us know. Like DJ P Free said, donations or
even volunteers.
sponsorships. Yeah.
Even volunteers. If you want to come in, we need cameramen, we need directors, people that want to come in, carry some equipment. You know what I mean? So if you'd like to be a part, just come on. And we just just believing that this thing is going to be a whole lot bigger than what it is right now, which is pretty big right now.
Yes. And we're going to continue talking about the college football games today, and then we're going to take our final break. We'll come back talking about the games the night today. Actually, they start about 2:30, so and then they'll go throughout the night, and we'll take our final break right now, and we'll be back with some college football predictions, for these games, and we're gonna take a small break. The game tonight, Navy at Notre We're back. We're back at Flips Barbershop Sports Talk, and like I said, today college football starts. So we're gonna have some little predictions by some guests we got today. And actually, I got my nephew Karan McDaniel. I let him predict some couple games today, and then we're gonna pass the mic around and we got two games. We got two games that we're gonna predict. So. And I'm going to just ask who you got tonight. Who you got today? 2:30 game, Karan. Navy at Notre Dame. Navy at Notre Dame.
I'm going to have to go Notre Dame.
And then we got San Diego State at USC.
I'm going to go at USC.
USC, Karan says. So I'm going to pass the mic around for them Duke games, and then we're going to call it a day. All right? Folks, who we got? Sherrod? Sherrod, we got Navy at Notre Dame at 2:30. Who you got? San Diego State at USC.
San Diego State, the underdog.
Wow, San Diego State. He took the 31-point underdog. Wow, Sherrod. The owner right here, who we got? We got Navy at Notre Dame, Flip.
Definitely Notre Dame.
And then San Diego State at USC.
USC all day.
Wow, hey. Sherrod picked the underdog. Who we got tonight, KK? We got Navy at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
And we got San Diego State at USC.
I got USC by 40.
He said USC by 40. USC by 40. Who we got? Who we got? Navy at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame all the way. And then San Diego State at USC.
State.
San Diego State. We got two underdog picks tonight. Wow. That means I'm going to have to watch this game. Wow. Who we got? Who you like, Casey? Who you like?
For all my gamblers out there, Notre Dame is going to cover the point spread, and USC will not cover the point spread, but they will win the game.
Wow. Two big upset picks already. First week of college football. Wow, Sherrod, if you win this one, you would definitely be my special guest next week. You would definitely be my special guest next week. But guys, all the folks that's tuned in today, we really appreciate it, and also all the guests that we had come by and stop. We had football coaches, soccer players, soccer coaches, and it was just a great day. It was a great day. Like I said, appreciate Flip Connor for hosting this, for letting us have this today. Also appreciate for all the barbers that's still here cutting, and they're still here, and all the special guests. We couldn't do it without you guys. Also, we still want to play prayers to the families. Prayers to the families, to the Farley family and to the King family for the tragic loss this week, and love and prayers to both families. All right, but we appreciate it. We'll see you next Saturday. I think we're gonna go a little early next Saturday. I gotta be in Greensboro for a soccer tournament, so I think early start next week, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock next Saturday morning, and we'll see you then. Appreciate you what you do, DJP Free. Let's cut it off right here. See you guys next Saturday.